We are live and I am so excited. Welcome, Coach Taylor.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, welcome everybody. I'm really excited today because I have a very special guest, Taylor, whose future's so bright she's got to wear shades. I know that's like an old Aussie thing, but I just love it and it applies to her. So I'm going to go through, well, Taylor's going to share her story with us soon. But for those of you who don't know me, my name's Lara. I am a high ticket sales coach. I've been in the online space for 5 years. I'm ex healthcare, no longer in healthcare, which no more burnout for me, which is wonderful. I'm also ex low ticket and a little bit of digital marketing. But now I am helping other women and healthcare workers break free from the burnout. And that is why I'm so excited to interview Coach Taylor, who's an ex-firefighter and EMT. So Taylor, would you be happy to share with us your story, what you were doing before you entered this high ticket space?
I would love to. So, hey, everybody. I know Sherry said it, but I'm Coach Taylor Green. I've actually been in the online space, a high ticket sales coach, for a little over a year now. Prior to high ticket, I was a firefighter EMT for 4 years. Um, so, absolutely loved what I did. I actually come from a family. My mom and my dad growing up were paramedics and firefighters. So it was kind of in my blood. It's definitely one of my passions. I absolutely loved it. But as most of you know, that we don't get paid necessarily for what we do. We're not in it for the money. We do it because, we truly love helping others. But it got to a point where, I was working 24-hour shifts,
Oh,
sometimes 48-hour shifts.
oh,
Because if I wasn't working at the fire department, I was picking up an additional shift in the ambulance, just trying to make ends meet as much overtime pretty much as I could. So,
wow.
I was missing out on all the important things in life, like birthdays, missing out on Thanksgiving, Christmas, just
Yeah,
holidays in general, missing out on that time with my family and friends.
yeah.
So I actually found high ticket through my best friend, Steph Willis. Shout out to you. Um,
Hi,
because
Steph.
without her, I would not be where I'm at today. Um, I was actually thinking her just last night. I was like, if it wasn't for you, I would not be where I'm at. Um, but so she was in low ticket, just kind of like you were. Um,
Yeah,
and I knew she did like makeup, skincare, things like that. And I kind of saw her life begin to shift. And she was taking like more luxurious vacations. She was affording more luxurious things. She was always inviting me to go on vacations, and I could
yeah,
never go because I only had so many vacation days a year.
yeah,
It was kind of like I had to pick and choose which one am I going to do.
yeah, yeah,
It kind of got to a point also as well. I don't know if you felt this way, being in healthcare. Like in the fire service, there's ranks, right? So there's like lieutenant, sergeant, and so on and so forth, captain.
yeah,
Um, and most of those people that were above me were not very old, and they
yeah,
had intentions of going anywhere. So it was kind of like, in order for me to increase my pay and get paid more, I had to wait for them to leave. And that was going to be
yeah,
years and years and years down the road. And
yeah.
granted, we did get what, well, I think it was like a 25-cent raise for every year of experience we had.
Oh, that's amazing. Woohoo!
But,
Yeah,
so, I finally asked Steph, I was like, what are you doing? Like, you have to tell me. So she sent
yeah,
me the master class. I gave that a watch and I caught the vision. For one, I never knew it was even possible to make that kind of money
mm,
in general, but let alone online. Um, Prior to this, I had no sales experience, had never done anything online. But
yeah,
after watching the master class, I was like, I'm willing to learn. Like, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get out of my current situation. I was
yeah,
living in my friend's basement
yeah,
at 27 years old, had never had a place of my own. And once I started this, I jumped in with both feet. because I was like, this is my ticket out of here. This is my ticket to have that time freedom, financial freedom. Because I knew
Yeah.
if I stayed where I was I was gonna be stuck. I was just gonna stay there my whole life. And what,
Yeah.
gain another 25 cents on the hour a year?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's, yeah. Yeah.
So I just jumped in with both feet, took off, and within 2 months I was able to get a luxury apartment of my own.
Ah,
2 months
yeah. One,
of this, and I was able to get a place of my own. Like, that was a huge milestone for me.
yeah.
And then 3 months in, I was able to actually step away from being a full-time firefighter and EMT. I'm actually there still PRN, so I do pick up a shift like once a month if I want to.
Yeah.
Just because I mean, I do miss it a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's something I'm still able to do on the side.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that because you've got choices now, don't you, Taylor? Like I
Yeah.
was just talking to a nurse and she's gone back to just 3 days a week because she loves nursing, right? But
Mhm.
instead of having to work those double shifts and triple shifts and holidays and missing out on all of that, now she has options to do the best of everything, to have her business, become an entrepreneur, learn and grow and earn, and do her nursing, which she loves. And it sounds like you're doing the same thing. It's just
Yeah.
nice to have the options to do so.
The freedom to really just live a life as you want to live it. Um,
Yeah,
I've done
yeah,
quite a bit of traveling. That's one reason really why I started doing this, not only to get a place of my own, but also traveling. I love to travel.
yeah.
In the past year, I mean, I went to Sweden, I went to Vegas twice, I went to Mexico, Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee, went to West Virginia and snowboarded for the first time. Like,
Wow.
I got to spend the first Christmas and Thanksgiving with my family this past Christmas and Thanksgiving. And that was the first one I've got to spend with them in 4 years.
Yeah.
So
They
that was,
must, your family must be loving this. I mean, I bet you to begin with, they were thought, oh my God, what's she doing? This is crazy. This is some silly online thing. She's never going to get there. She's a firefighter, for goodness sake. And now
mm,
you've just gone and showed them that you were dedicated and you were prepared to learn and you've done it. But that means that that's given you back to them, right? They can see more of you and have more of you.
yes,
Like,
for sure.
how cool is that? So you'd never done anything like this before, but you're prepared to learn. Did you find it difficult or challenging?
Um, no, no,
No.
I don't think so. Like,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't say it was challenging. Like, just the way we have our onboarding set up for whenever you come in doing this, it's literally laid out for you step by step. What to do in your first 24 hours, what to
Yes.
do on week one, literally step by step by step.
Yeah.
As long as you go through with that and you follow
Yeah.
that, you know, and you're willing to be a sponge and stay close to those that are successful and just absorb all that knowledge.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's really, I mean, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Like,
Yeah. That's you're a testimony to that, that's for sure. And there's so many people from different backgrounds. Here's my little guy. I promised him an ice cream if he stayed away. Didn't work. Um, so many people from different backgrounds who are able to step in because of that system, and
mhm.
also because even if you've never done anything like this before, you get a one-on-one mentor here, don't you, Taylor? Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, the one-on-one mentorship, like I'm gonna say right now, like without that, just our system that's put in place in general, like we have everything we need to be successful.
Yeah,
So one-on-one mentorship is really there to go over strategy and things like that with you. But
yeah,
I mean, it's so important, just that one-on-one mentorship, to stay close to your mentor who's
yeah,
successful and just learn from them, because we are a team that duplicates. Um,
yes,
Steph has duplicated herself into me as I've duplicated myself into my team, and you want to build leaders.
Yeah.
So that is just important.
Yeah, it's so important. So what would you say, Taylor, has been your favorite part of the business so far?
I would say the community. I mean, I can't tell you how many friends I have made through this. That
Yeah.
literally are some of my best friends now.
Yeah. Yeah. I love
Um,
that. Yeah.
because I'm gonna be honest, growing up, I was from a small town, kind of just
Stop.
small town mindset, kind of. But people that I hung out with the most prior to this, it's show me your 5 friends that you surround yourself with the most,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like I can show you your future.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have done a lot of growth in this past year plus that I've been in the business, and I've surrounded myself with like-minded people that have goals, ambitions, that want more for themselves. And to be surrounded by people like that, we just kind of push each other.
Yeah.
When I say we're a family, we are literally a family.
Oh yeah. I feel it. I feel it even across the ocean, Taylor. Like just jumping onto a call with you this morning, like you're next door, right? It's so good. I love that. And the same, like I came into this business and I said to Dusty, she said, like, what's your goals? And I
Mhm.
thought I had huge goals. I wanted to make 50K a month.
Mhm.
And she was like, great, totally doable, right? I get over here and all of our mentors are making over 100 a month. And I'm like, okay, so this is where I want to be, right? Because the goals here are so mammoth, life-changing goals. And that's what high ticket can do. Yeah.
We
So what was,
absolutely push each other, because I've had people that are like, I want to make 5K a month, and I'm like,
yeah,
think bigger. Like, have you ever truly allowed yourself the time to step back from your life and
yeah,
truly think about what you want? And I feel like a lot of people don't allow themselves that.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. They don't. They feel like they're not deserving of it or it's not possible. But the wonderful thing you experienced is one of your very best friends came in and did it and showed you it was possible. So
Mhm.
you had that belief, that more instant belief. You're like, well, if she's doing it, then I can do it. And you just went and followed the same system and had the mentorship. And here you are. Like you're literally, aren't you like a minute off of 6A or something? Like, where are you sitting now in the business in terms of your achievements?
So I'm a 5A right now, but I'm right on the doorstep of 6A.
Yeah, yeah. And what does that mean for people who don't understand what 6A means in terms of, what it
Yeah.
means for your life?
So once you hit 6A, 6A is our top core rank in the business. As a 6A, you make $3,125 per sale that you make. So you can make that in 1 hour of your time. And then once you hit 6A as well, it unlocks leadership bonuses and different things like that. You get a $3,000 bonus whenever you hit that rank. Just for
Yeah,
hitting your rank, $3,000 bonus.
yeah, amazing.
And that just opens the door up for so much more.
Yeah, that is so exciting. So exciting. All right, Taylor, what would you say to somebody who's watching you and they're thinking, well, Taylor can do it because, she's brave or she's smart or all of these things, and they're thinking that it's not for them, they couldn't do what you're doing. What would you say to someone on the sidelines watching?
I'm just an ordinary person. Like, I am from a super small town that had maybe 4,000 people in it.
Yeah.
But the only, I think, difference is if you don't think you can do it, like, you need to change your mindset, because you are capable of more than what you could ever imagine. And you need to
Yeah.
be surrounding yourself. If you're not surrounding yourself with people that inspire you, that make you want to do better, that make you want to grow, you need to change your circle.
Yeah.
Go sit at a table where they're talking about their dreams, talking about money, talking about investments, talk about, not, a table where they're talking about other people. What
Yeah.
Jimmy is doing down the road. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we need to be having conversations with people that are going to elevate us.
Yeah, absolutely. And
And
you
also,
certainly, yeah, go. Sorry.
okay. And also, you know, I want you to think this. So if I can do it, you can do it. You know, it's just the fact of I wasn't the smartest. Like, yeah, I graduated high school, but I didn't go to college. I didn't do any of that.
Mhm.
But here's the thing. I want you to think of the job that you have now. So you, for instance, how long were you in healthcare?
Only 4 years, but that was a long 4 years.
Okay. So everybody watching, I want you to put this into perspective for you. So if you were to look at your bank account right now, not necessarily you, you're on high ticket now, but everybody that's watching, look at your bank account. Okay. And that number sitting in your bank account is a direct reflection of the hard work you've put in the last 4, 10, 20 years at your job. And that is literally a direct reflection. So all those hours you put in, all that time you spent away from your family, all those vacations you didn't take, like that's a direct reflection. So basically, majority of people are living paycheck to paycheck. And with that being said, you know, yeah, you pay your mortgage or your rent or whatever. You have food on the table, you have clothes on your back. What do you have to go actually enjoy life with? Do you have anything left over? Because most people don't. So you're just existing. You're not truly living. You're not actually enjoying life.
Yeah, I love that, Taylor. And not only that, in my experience living paycheck to paycheck, you have one little thing that goes wrong, one little event. Like my husband and I actually lost our jobs during the pandemic,
Mhm.
and then our whole world was turned upside down. And that was the pivotal moment for me, Taylor, to go, you know what? This is too dangerous. I don't want to live like this. I don't
Mhm.
want to live 1 week away from being broke, right? And I do want all these wonderful things, these experiences, this travel, and I want my kids to have that. So once you allow yourself to want and dream, that's the first step. And when you realize that you can't do that safely without having another income stream, you know, that's the next step. And then you just need the courage to take the step like you did. I mean,
Mhm.
imagine if you were still sitting on the sidelines. Imagine. Yeah.
I would still be living in my friend's basement or at my mom's house. I would still
Yeah.
be living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be traveling and having these experiences because like I like to see, you know, time as kind of like a river. So if I was to stick my hand in a river, you know, I'm never going to touch the same place twice. So I
Mm,
like to compare that to time. You're never going to get to experience the same moments more than once.
yeah.
So you might as well make the most of them.
Yeah. I love that. All right, let's finish on that note. I love that, Taylor. It's been such a pleasure having you on and, you know, sharing that with our people, right? So, anyone who's watching, certainly reach out to Coach Taylor or myself. We're happy to get the information into your hands, and then you can make a decision as to whether this is right for you or not. So,
Yes.
Taylor, have a lovely evening over there and day over here, and we will chat again soon.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks, Taylor. Bye-bye.